NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. AFC wildcard game. Taken in at the 3. Here comes the Ravens on offense, and the man in charge from Louisville, the former MVP, Lamar Jackson.
Let's face it, it doesn't matter if you're a rookie free agent or a 15-year vet. Guiding a team to victory on the road in the playoffs, that's no small feat. And it's going to be really important for him to play mistake-free football. But equally important, create some big plays as well to give his team confidence that they can win.
The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. From the 25 on second down, Jackson. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On third down, Jackson. He'll throw complete to Gus Edwards. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. On the move. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And he was absolutely sensational throwing the football all year long, better than 40 touchdown passes. That means he made good decisions, and his team trusted him with the ball. So I can't imagine a scenario in this game where they change their philosophy. If they trusted him in the regular season, they're going to trust him now and let him turn it loose.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So figures he's going to play a big role whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So first and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it's caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's third and goal now. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Dancing to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is brought in at the 21. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football, first and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. And that'll be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Over the middle, it's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. It's already the fifth time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on third and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, it's Edwards. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it. Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed it. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's hit. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard. Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch.
They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he returns this to the 22. And now here comes Kansas City. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked all well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the 2nd half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
George Karlaftis. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, Can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Here's Edwards again on second down, and he can muster only a couple here to the 24. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Jackson.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck.
And they will take over first and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he'll go right back to Andrews. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He'll dump this off. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Mahomes finding his burner, Hardman, for the KC first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And again, it's Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 34. Butker's kick here is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
No reason to do anything foolish, as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We had great action yesterday, and this, the first of 3 more games coming at you here on Wildcard Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to yesterday's AFC wildcard game. And it was the LA Chargers who will continue on in the playoffs, as they were able to eliminate the Buffalo Bills. Next, they look at the next-gen stats for the Ravens in that first half, and they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage there, partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Brooke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And he will have a Chiefs first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Mahomes going to go on 4th down.
And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is now 17-3. Touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure was on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
That's George Karlaftis leading them behind the line with a good snap.
Again, I think the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Off the option, here's Edwards.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. KC's offense ready to take over.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Houston able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10.
Again, it's Edwards. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why. And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl. And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
They run with Edwards off the option.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now.
Open man is Duvernay.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson.
It's Edwards again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. This is caught by Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
From the 29, Jackson. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. Going for it all.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Oh, looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
Open man is Fortson. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. Now Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a second down at just a couple. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Ravens taking the field.
They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
He finds Robinson, and he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jackson will throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. Jackson.
On target to his man, likely.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. To throw again on second down. Jackson, throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's complete to Robinson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Jackson looking to throw on third. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Here's Jackson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Michael Dana.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second down and goal. Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.